Hello everyone, welcome back to part 3 of my Dataverse relationship series. In the last video, we looked at relationships behaviors and cascading rules. Today we are diving into Dataverse connections and also relationship hierarchies. So we can start with connections. Think of connections as a flexible way to link records across tables without needing to create one-to-many or many-to-many relationships. For example, in a customer service app, you might want to record that particular customer is connected to another customer, maybe as their spouse, or that a contact is connected to an account as an external advisor. Um, what I mean by that is if we go, for example, if we go to accounts contacts here, and I click on James Bond, I can see that James Bond, the account name on that is Contoso, and that he's a contact from Contoso account. But I can't see how he is related to that. So basically what I want to do is connect um, James Bond to Contoso. So I could say, for example, I can go to Contoso here, and if you can see here it says connect. If you just click on that connect, and I could say James Bond is right here. I could say his role is I could create a new role. Yeah, so the connection role, I would say accountant. And I'll just say save and close. If I there you go, I just go accountant, I'll go save and close. So now if I go to the connections where I can see the connection, because here it just shows me how his contact the contact. But if I go clicking here, actually not there. If I go to related and I go to connections, right here I can see that James Bond is a contact an accountant on Contoso. That's how he's related to Contoso. Another thing that you can do is you can relate an account with another account. So for example, let's just say that I want to relate Contoso and Westpac. I can click there. I can say connect to. And I can say Westpac. And here I can create a new role. And I'll say business partner. I can save that. And you have other stuff, so like for example, employer and so on. But I just want business partner. I'll save and close that. Now, if I go to related and go to connections, I can see that James Bond is an accountant, and I'll also see that Westpac is a business partner. So these are the real world applications that you can see where connections are very important. Um, you can think of a gym membership application, for example. You could connect two members together as workout partners, or you could say this member is the spouse of this member, and this child is actually the child of this parent here, and so on. So keep in mind that connections are not replacement for relationships, but rather an enhancement. That's to say that you cannot build an application with connections alone. That won't happen, as the app won't be functional. But think of them as more of a supplemental or enhancement to relationships. Another thing that I wanted to discuss was relationship hierarchies. So if I go to accounts here, um, basically in relationship hierarchies, you have entities that have self-relationship, like in a one-to-many relationship, they can relate to each other. So in here, I have Meta, for example. I have Meta as the parent company, but I also have Facebook, which is an account related to Meta, and Meta is the parent account of Facebook. So these are two entities that are basically the same. So you have Meta, which is the parent of Facebook, and also the parent of Messenger as well. So you can see that there's a hierarchy. It starts with Meta as the parent, and then you have two children on at the bottom where it is Meta, and then also Messenger. And you can relate that hierarchy with a lot of things in the real world. For example, you might have different business units and different inventory, and you might want to put hierarchy on the inventory. You can say this is a main inventory, and this is inventory 2, 3, 4, 5, sub inventories, and so on. So you can put hierarchies and relate them to each other that way as well. So that was it for today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.